And then on the property tax freeze?
So on the property tax freeze, it never goes away. And it's a very attractive thing for legislators to talk about, for voters to want, for residents to want. And yet I think, having sat in a chair similar to yours when I did run the local government, that I don't think our constituents necessarily have all the information that they should have, whether it is your city or whether it is your school district or library district. So I passed a resolution. We actually acted on this one, and it passed. And again, it's just a suggestion, but you guys might, and guys and ladies might take this up. It is to provide in the next 18 months a public meeting. And it could be the tail end of a regular council meeting. It could be a separate public hearing where you discuss in detail what a one-year property tax freeze would mean to you and your services and your programs and your ability to do the work that you currently are doing and serve the people you are. A 2-year and a 5-year. And allow your constituents to understand what the impact of a property tax freeze would mean. Does it mean we're going to lose a couple police officers? Does it mean we can't restore or renovate something that that normally would be on the docket? Those are really important questions, and I think it's an educational opportunity for both all city councils, all elected boards, as well as the people that pay the taxes to understand that. Schools, are 65 about or 70% of property tax bills. And I really encourage every school district to take the opportunity to present in very open form what we're talking about, what a property tax freeze would mean. And then let your voters tell you what they think. They may be fine losing 4 or 5 teachers and a foreign language program and whatever else, but they may not be. So I think it's an educational piece, and we are going to continue to hear property tax freeze as a theme. So this was just my initiative of trying to come up with a way to really educate everybody and allow you to make sure that your constituents understand what their dollars are paying for. So.
Just one second. Alderman Newman, you had a thought in here.
I had a two-part question, basically discussing what you've just gone over here, and that is, the state itself does not benefit from property taxes. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand why Springfield feels it's so important to freeze property taxes. That dovetails into the next question is, what are you folks down there talking about when you start seeing pension obligations crowd out necessary services at the municipal level? On the one extreme, you've got a AAA rated community like Lake Forest, and we've seen the crowding out of some other services, and we're struggling to balance our budget. The other extreme is Harvey, Illinois, which was unable to make its pension obligation and had its sales tax commandeered in favor of the pension. Help me understand the math down there.
Every single city or village that I talk to, whether you are Lake Forest and probably pretty well funded because you tighten your belt in other places and make the required pension payments, or places like Harvey that are desperate and despondent over it, everybody's got the same problem. I have been asking firefighters and policemen, individuals I run into, as well as organizations, would you consider doing what IMRF has done? Would you consider pooling, still allowing separate accounts, just as IMRF does, but pooling your resources to minimize the administrative cost and also to hopefully amplify what you're able to get back in returns? And I've had a lot of no's. I don't trust them. So I don't have Alderman, I don't have an answer for you. If you have a concrete suggestion, I'm all ears.
You just made one.
And I've been asking, and I have been asking, I am one of 59 people, and I have been asking, and I'm doing it person by person, fireman by fireman, department by department, would you consider doing this?
I mean,
So,
that
when
could have
they're,
been
when
done 30
they're,
years ago, and who knows how many millions of dollars could have been saved. I don't understand how it can be avoided.
when the uproar is so outrageous from all the communities, when you cut enough things that make a difference, unfortunately, maybe that's what's gonna take. I'm all for it, but I'm one person.